First reaction is that we have just come out of the computer placement process. Learners have reported, a significant majority of them have already reported to the campus. And so, as a team, we are coming to sit back and do a debriefing. By that, I mean we are now coming to do a general assessment of what went well, what were the challenges, and going forward, what should be done. And we are coming to do this because throughout the entire process, we kept engaging parents, we kept engaging students, we kept engaging stakeholders generally to take their views. I mean, we're generally conducting a data collection exercise throughout the whole period. And the initial data we have received, one is that a lot of the parents and the students wish to enroll in grade A schools. And so, for example, majority of the people you saw converge at the various resolution centers, it is not because they had not gotten placements. In fact, every single one of them already had a placement, but they were there because they wanted to change from the schools they have been originally placed into another school, preferably a category A school. So that is the first observation we made from the various concerns that were coming up strongly. Number two is the issue of residential status. So many of the learners, back in GHS 3, we made them select 7 senior high schools for us so that we place them in these 7, any of the 7. And we made them, I think out of the 7, we made them choose at least 2-day schools. Some of the concerns were that,
Mr. Fenyi, forgive me. I'll be grateful if you can be very brief with your comments so we can move on to the other panel members, please.
I was only outlining the data we have received.
And if you could just make it snappy for us, because I need to give opportunity to other people to also talk so we can make progress.
That's fine with me. And so issue of residential status changes and all that, these are some of the data that we have received. So we are going to do a debriefing and then have a holistic assessment. But the minister's first reaction is that let us embark on an aggressive, robust expansion and provision of infrastructure, facilities, resources across all the senior high schools in the country. And when we are able to do that, consequentially, some of the grade C schools will now become grade B, because for those that probably do not have science laboratories will now have science laboratories. Those that do not have computer laboratories will now have computer laboratories. And by that, some of these schools will move from their current category to another a higher category. And I'm saying this to emphasize that the categorizations are not just nomenclature. You need to provide facilities, infrastructure, intervention, resources, teaching and learning materials, and all that. And once you do that, the categorizations become only a consequence of the interventions you are making. And that is the focus of the minister, to ensure that he embarks on aggressive infrastructure expansion across all the schools in the country. And then by so doing, we can get more of the grade B schools getting into grade A and more of the grade C schools getting into grade B. In fact, there's another school of thought that believes that we should even scrap the categorization from the system. And that's also a proposal, a very strong point of view, and we believe that we would also look closely at that concern or that angle and see how best that could also be worked with. So generally, we are undertaking a data collection exercise, taking all the views, strong proposals coming from all angles, sit behind the table and look at which ones work out, ones are more applicable, which ones would help our learners receive better and quality education, and then we roll it out.
I'm coming to you.